Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and today I'm going to do like my version of I Saw It on Pinterest. And I know that Tammy at Lou for Frou Studio does a version of this. Mine's going to be a tiny bit different just because I'm going to do it kind of the same way that I do I Saw It in Somerset Studio Magazine and Art Journal Magazine. These are inspirations. So I'm going to try, like I'm inspired by looking at this. And so I want to make something kind of like this, but I'm not necessarily trying to replicate it, which, Tammy doesn't totally do either. She does her own style and all that. And you never have the exact same pieces usually that the artists on Pinterest or any other magazine or whatever are going to have. So yours is never going to be exact anyway, but, mine will probably be less like this than maybe Tammy might do, which is awesome. I love the way she does these, so definitely check her out. And I will leave a link to her channel in the description box below the video because she started doing these. I saw it on Pinterest, and I don't know if anybody else does them. She's the only one that I've seen. That doesn't mean someone else isn't doing it. So, but this is just going to be my take. So anyway, I don't know how well you can see this. I printed it on paper because I have it on my phone and I could bring my iPad over, but then there's glare and all that. So I just decided I was going to print it, but it's a cute little, like a journaling card that has, I don't think those are real scissors. Mine definitely are not. They're like a chipboard. And then there's a tag and some lace and a little Tim Holtz piece, and the back looks to be all stamped and whatnot. So mine's just going to be a different take. I'm not doing the stamped background. I'm using some of my paper that I've been making my paper bag journal out of. This embroidered kit that I have, I'm going to use a piece of that for my background. But of course, if you want to try making one of these, this is by Album Love Handmade, and I think she made it, or maybe she just posted it again. I don't know. I think she did it. So you can go check her out and then, try to duplicate it more with the stamped background. I think that's how she did it. I just don't have a lot of those kind of stamps and stuff. I could have used other stamps, but I'm just doing it different. So anyhow, I wanted to throw that out there so that people aren't like, well, you didn't do it the way, whatever, or that's somebody else's idea or any of that. I know that this is not my idea. I've just found things that I've been inspired by and wanted to make, especially this piece that I'm going to make for this journal. So there you have it, right? Okay, because I don't want the Pinterest police coming after me. I didn't do it. I swear. Let's see if I can get my act together here. It took me a minute to figure out how I was going to do this, or how I wanted to do this. So I didn't get as prepared as I probably should have before I turned on the camera. But here I am. Okay, so I have my embroidered piece. I have just a piece of glue book page, and I'm just going to, put my embroidered piece on there. And we'll probably do some gesso and all that jazz. So it's going to be different than that one. That was just what I was inspired by. So very much like that I Saw It in Somerset Studio or whatever other thing you want to say. I need to rough these. I didn't tear them. I cut them so that I could get the size a little bit more right, I guess you could say. But in doing so, it's just so boring. So I'm going to do this a little bit. I need to say hugs and blessings to Kathy, Crafty Alley Creates, Nan, and Noelle. Thank you guys so much for the kind comments. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel and, supporting me. I appreciate you very much. And welcome to new subscribers, and welcome back to those of you that have been with me for a long time, short time, however long. I really appreciate all of you so much, because I know I couldn't do this as my job if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you. being a creative person, it's always awesome when people take interest in what you're doing, because quite often that is not the case when you grow up creative. So anyway, I had a supportive, you know, family in that endeavor, but I'm just saying, it doesn't always happen like that. Alrighty. I'm not doing a whole lot today. This is the second video I've made, so hopefully I don't bore y'all to tears, but I'm just trucking along, getting my stuff done, hoping I got enough videos for all kinds of days. I mean, I know I won't have enough for all the days, but we'll try to get a good amount of days. And one of you mentioned it's fine if you don't have videos for all the days, because I'll go watch one of your other videos, your old videos, and that would be awesome. And if you happen to be there, and if you don't mind, like them, and all that good stuff, because that helps my channel. So I would appreciate it. But yeah, there's loads of my videos floating around on the YouTubes. So I would love that if you check them out. Check out my playlist, because there's lots of journals. Maybe there was one you didn't see, you might want to check out. See if you get any inspiration from it. Just some coffee dyed. That was definitely coffee dyed. You can always tell the color. And it's usually quite a bit darker than the tea. Which side? This side. What am I doing? What's my name? Yes. That is me. Squirrel. I forgot to add squirrel. There's lots of squirrels in a day. Okay. So that should be good. I might round the corners on that. It's looking a little blocky. Weird, since it's a square. Maybe a little leaning towards rectangle. Okay, now what are we doing? I don't know. How about, oh, you know what? I should probably gesso in the background first. I don't think I want to put quite as much gesso as she did, because I think she used maybe a neutral background like craft cardstock, and then stamped and then used gesso. But because I have the digital, I'm just going to be selective where I put the gesso, because as we all know, digitals and gesso are not friends. But I think I might add a piece of this. So see, already you know, it's kind of like following instructions. I'm not great at it. I just end up doing whatever I feel like. But I was definitely inspired by that. I do love Pinterest. It's been a long time addiction. I just love to see what people make, and I have for a long time on there. And I'm often inspired, so that's good. I am gonna cover up that pretty little thing right there, but it's just the way it goes sometimes. And I didn't have, she has a neat, or I don't know if it's a stamp or she found the tag like that, but the tag has like factory and then the numbers. And I do have these little goofy things, but as we all know, I'm not super fantastic at stamping with those. And I just don't want all the outside edge squares. And some of you gave me awesome technique ideas with those, but I didn't want to attempt it on this and then mess it all up. So I'll have to work on that. But this little piece says sewing machines and sewing machine supplies and stuff. So I just thought that was kind of a cool bit to put on there. But I do like her stamped tag. So I might do these every so often, especially with when you're doing videos ahead, it's really hard to tell you know, what you'll be doing or whatever. So I wasn't even going to attempt that. So I thought I would do a little bit more random stuff for a little bit that you could use here and there and wherever. So I think I'll do something like that. This one happened to work with the journal I'm working on, but that doesn't mean that will continue. Actually, I think I'll probably post this one for me tomorrow. So this is just a Tim Holtz little, says special. I'm trying to decide. I guess I'll try to use this up. Oh, tie something through there. That would probably be smart. What do I want to tie through there? I had that Tim Holtz. Oh, I do. Or not Tim Holtz. This seam binding will work. It's a good color. It's not Tim Holtz anything, Amy. It's just seam binding. Oh, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. I stink at this, figuring out direcciones. I'm going to struggle to put this on straight because my brain is already saying, you should put it askew. Stop, brain. Nobody asked you. We're gonna be true and do it as straight as humanly possible. Probably don't like it straight because I have to sit and fiddle with it. Or it's that my brain is askew, and that is super possible. Like, that would not surprise me at all. I got a lot of glue on there. I know, somebody was saying, you put a lot of glue on there. I just wasn't listening. Trying to decide, it goes this way. This is just like kind of a ratty old piece, but I liked it, so I'm using it. Because hers was a nice straight, you know, a beauty mist piece. But this piece, it's still pretty. It's just a little bit ragged. Wow. Lots of glue. I'm going to actually kind of pop it over here and then pop it over here so that I got rid of a little bit of that glue. Very little bit. I don't know what us junk journalers would do without our paper towels and dry baby wipes, honestly. Because we glue things together that probably really shouldn't be glued together normally. Like our hand to a pen. But, so you get a little wild with the glue sometimes. But you kind of have to, or it's not staying. I know somebody's saying, well, if you'd use Fabri-Tac, and you're right, but I'm opposed. It's a me thing. It's a texture issue. I have many. Because I always get glue on my fingers. I'm not one of those people that can glue and not get it on their hands. Probably could if I used like tweezers and stuff, but psh, who wants to do that? So that went together pretty quick. 16 minutes. Luckily, I have another one I want to do. That one's different still. Or even more different. Or, I'm not sure what the appropriate. Okay, now we need something to put some gesso on. Not that. Oh, come on. There has to be some just randomness here. But of course not. Ah, we'll use book page. Old glue book page. I don't want to put it on this phone booky thing because I'm afraid all the color will come off or of the phone book and into my gesso, and I don't want that. You have to like because no thank you, that is not helpful. I do like the effect of the gesso with this kit. Or, you know, a lot of things, honestly. Put it on here without any worries at all. Because it's not going to turn pink or whatever. I need a paper towel. So I'll dab that and put it over here and over there and everywhere. We're going to put this over here so we can get a little on our ribbon, seam binding, whatever the stuff is called. Okay, so that is my version. It will get inked, but I can't ink it when it's wet. So we're going to set it aside and we're going to do another one. Okay, so I'm starting with book page again, and this time I have just script, typewriter script. And I don't know if this one will go in that journal. I don't think so, because I'm about out of pockets. I'm just about done with that journal. Thank goodness. Well, it's been fun. I don't mean that. I just mean I'm trying to get some journals done. For my awesome friends. Okay. Like that. Messed up there. I don't think I'll back this one. You guys get the idea. You know, I can do that on my own time, and then you don't have to watch me. I am gonna round the corners, even though I'll have to do it again. It's okay. It'll be okay. We want to see it done, like on the front. And yeah, why did I ink it? Don't know, just habit. Is this not glued? Is it not? It is not. Either is the book page under it right here. All of you are being difficult. Okay, I'll get that later. Torture you guys with me picking at the page like that. This one's gonna kind of be fast just because I have this large piece, but I love the books. So I'm like, well, I gotta use that. It's cool. That's a Tim Holtz piece. He has this one set, and I don't know what it's called because, of course, the bag I have is a different bag than what it originated in. But it has like purples and pinks and this blue, and I don't know, they're cool pieces in there. And I think somebody told me, and I apologize because you're probably like, oh my gosh, I told you what it was called. But anyway, I can probably figure it out. It's a good set, and I like it. It's not his usual. And I have a typewriter. A typey writer. And I also found this little circle. I have no idea. It's collaged. I punched it out of collage paper at some point, and for some reason it's been floating around with my like Tim Holtz stuff and all that. So it was in one of those bags. So I'm like, huh, it's got the script on it. So yeah, let's have that. It's kind of like the little special circle, you know, that idea. Just goes to show why we don't throw stuff away, which is an obnoxious habit, but there's a reason. Because otherwise, you know, I wouldn't have it to complete my piece. And that would be a real bummer. I'll just put that up there. And I kind of want this sort of like under here. So we should probably put that on first. It's already kind of inked, so I'm just gonna let it be. We'll kind of go right here where it says Atlas Albums. Whatnot. That has all kinds of stuff. It has ledger, it has book page, 2 different kinds, and some, I don't know, digital or scrapbook paper or something. All in that little tiny circle. It's the special circle. Forget the circle that says special. This is the special circle. I need to scoot it over. Oh, it's not scooting anywhere. Okay. It's going to be there. right there, I have this, which has just, you know, I thought it might look kind of cool somewhere. UVWX. I just want to see. Yeah, I think I like that on there. Needs some ink. Should have thought of that before I put glue all over it. But, you know, who's counting? I'm sure somebody. Oh, I know somebody is. Okay, I like it. I like it. See, entirely different than the other one. And I'll put some, gesso all over our hands. And the lid on the glue before I forget. And more gesso on our hands. Grabbing. Stop. And this I don't have to worry about because it is not, whatchamacallit, digital. It's scrapbook paper. So hopefully none of the inky colors will come off. Okay, now we'll do some here and there and all over everywhere. Just because I wanna. Okay. Is this dry? Huh. It is, it is. You know what's really weird when you put the color on like that? All of a sudden you can read the words again. When before they were a little muted, you know, and then you put the ink on and all of a sudden it's like the words just popped right out again. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I'm gonna have to let that one dry. Almost. Did you see it? It was almost a disaster. It's all right. But I will ink that one too. It does look cool like that too. So if you like yours not inked, then don't ink it. Okay, so this is my inspiration. I'm bringing it up close slowly so that it's not like, but I just want you to be able to see it. It's fabulous. And it's Album Love Handmade on Pinterest. And again, Tammy at Lou Frou Frou, go visit her. She does these frequently. Just in a little bit different way. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.